So in post, I'll cut out that little segment there. Oops. Ugh. Yeah, I got rid of my headache, at least. Thank goodness, I was getting so irritated by that. Down you go. Alright. You know what? Screw it. Ah! Perfect timing. Perfect timing with that protect. Boom! Down I go, but it was worth it. Hawlucha is such a cool Pokemon. Time to evolve Mega Ball. Phalanx Justice will win the day. A Mega Phalanx, eh? I feel bad for the one in the middle. The effort it has to use. Feels more satisfying to do it that way. Defeat! How incredibly unjust! Yeah, pardon me. We'll just pretend that loss didn't happen. My justice didn't prevail. It is clear I must train even harder. Fine, but no more battling in the ZA Royale after daybreak. That isn't how it works. If you continue to vex everyone around you, your goal will only grow harder to reach. Understood. It's true that I act before I think, and that I'm terrible at controlling my own strength. I don't even know how many smartphones I've broken at this point. Perhaps if you assisted me as my coach, we could work on fixing these things together? Out of the question. You're the elder of us and the master of this dojo. Stop making others take care of your messes. I'll have more say on this once we're home. Let's go, Ivor. Please one moment, Gwen. I want to give Nitsura my thanks. As a token of gratitude for our fine battle, please accept this small gift from me. Ha! I was wondering when that was going to show up. It was a good match, Nitsura. I would be honored if you would face me again. Next time my power would surely open my path forward. Now, if you'll excuse me. Wow, it sounds like you had a lot of fun. Who'd have thought that X and Y axis would end up being clues in a missing persons case? X and Y, huh? I remember hearing something about that a long time ago. Roll credits! What sort of something? How did it go? Something about how the X and Y axes go in different directions, but there's still a point where they meet and finding it is the important thing. I'm not sure I get it. You mean like how people in Pokemon are totally different, but we should focus on the things we share? It could be that, or something like us all here. What are the odds we'd meet and become friends? Something the matter? Nah, it's nothing. But I should be asking you what's the matter, Naveen. Why won't you try the croissant curry already? That won't be happening. While I admit it might taste good, the aesthetics are still too much for me. Hey, that's not as hard of a pass as you gave before, Naveen. Maybe this means we're finding where our X and Y axes meet. Good morning. No sign of Urbane or Lita just yet. At last, I've been granted the calm, quiet morning I've longed for. Now I can finally make some progress on my sewing commissions. In fact, I'm so pleased that I'll even include you in my happy mood. Think nothing of it. I got them as thanks for a sewing project, and they're not my size. Hey, Urbane! Do you know where Urbane is? Not here. He must have headed out earlier to be his helpful self around the city. That idiot! Apparently he borrowed some money to shoot a Hotel Z promo spot, so we're in debt now to the scare group called the Rust Syndicate. What? The Rust Syndicate? Yes, them. The ones so scary even a rampaging alpha Pokemon wouldn't dare mess with them. Well, this sounds like fun. Hello, this is Nitsura, right? The kid who lives and helps out in the Hotel Z? Yeah? Well, aren't you an honest one? Or maybe just naive? You should be more careful about answering questions from unfamiliar callers. Now, I'm calling as a representative of the Rust Syndicate. And I wanted to discuss a bit of money your friend Urbane borrowed from us. It could have just dropped in at that fine hotel you work at. But I figured you want to avoid a scene, especially since Urbane has been working so hard to bring in new customers. So I ask kindly that you stop by our office. You'll find it in the Blue District. We'll be waiting for you. What was that call about? About Urbane? So what? So it wasn't just me they called? They even tracked down your number? How deep in trouble are we exactly? Well, Urbane didn't borrow a ton to begin with, but the interest on the loan is out of control. I hear the Rust Syndicate makes it impossible for you to pay back your interest. Then they can force you to work off your debt by doing their bidding. If that's true, we're dealing with some truly heinous people. Isn't that how it works? Don't worry, Floette. We'll get Urbane out of this mess somehow. If it is true that they force others to work for them. By imposing unreasonable interests, we must at least try to talk things out with them. It is only through speaking with each other that we can hope to find some satisfactory resolution. In any case, it seems the only option now is to go to the Rust Syndicate's office as requested. Yeah, you're right, AZ, especially since they've called 2 of us now. I can't get a hold of Urbane. Hey, Nitsura? If they already know where to find all of us, I don't feel great going to their office alone. You'll head over with me, right? Of course. Thanks, I'll feel a lot better that way. If anything happens while we're gone, we're going to count on you to handle it, Naveen. Well, alright. You two will be okay, won't you? The Rust Syndicate certainly seems disreputable, yet I've not heard of the police taking any action against them. Make of that what you will. So the Rust Syndicate is the new mob, huh? I see. Also, those shoes, I guess, are exclusive. Yep. That makes sense. They're pretty similar to what I was wearing to begin with, so yeah, we'll roll with it. Alright, so you already have your dragon move. Bubble being stronger than water pulse, eh? I like the way that this move works. Double team. Ooh. Oh my. Ugh. So, new wild zones, huh? Man, look at all the side quests. Maybe we might knock a few out before I take my break. What do we got here? Helioptile, Onyx. Is that Trapinch? Trapinch. Don't recognize the one beside Excadrill. Okay, 15. Larvitar? Well, well, well. Alright, then let's talk out some of these side quests. Vanillite, eh? Well, it just so happens I did catch one. He looks so happy. I kind of like how they did this, but we now have a new pain of a Pokemon to capture, and I hate that it's freaking Delibird of all Pokemon. Oh, that poor Numel. My Numel's been frozen into a solid block of ice. We were taking a walk in the wild zone when it suddenly got caught in the middle of a bunch of wild Pokemon fighting each other. Numel got hit with like 10 ice beams. Numel's a fire type, but it's not thawing out at all. Not even an Ice Heal did a trick. The only option is a super hot fire type move. So please, you gotta help me. Alright, so I guess I'll bring up my Delphox for this. Since, the Litleo doesn't really have that strong of a move. Excuse me, I'm trying to do something over here. What, do I need to know, like, overheat or fire blast or something? Will flamethrower work? Yep, apparently. That worked! All the ice is melted! Oh, thank you so much! Are you okay? Hey, were you snacking on some berries the whole time you were frozen? I guess that's fitting. Numel is the numb Pokemon after all. Thank you so much for saving Numel, trader. When does Litleo evolve? Is it 35? Alright. There's one on the other side of the wild area. You know, it's kind of crazy how this area just became completely frozen over. Get me out of here, please. Thank you. Oh, you won the Qunari Quiz Wiz contest, right? What a surprise running into you here. As the Quiz Wiz, I'm sure you already know that Qunari's partner is Electros. I want to have the same partner as her, so I've been training up some electric. All that's left is to pick the strongest electric and evolve it into Electros with a Thunderstone. And to think I would run into you at this crucial moment, a miraculous bolt from the blue. Zero, oh Quiz Wiz, please honor me with a battle. Help me choose the strongest, most electrifying electric. Am I going to regret this? Thank you. Only a Quiz Wiz of your caliber can help me choose the strongest electric. Ooh. A bit. I might regret this a bit. Bye. Where'd I go? Boom. Shakalaka. It feels illegal being able to land ground-type moves on an electric. I'm just saying. I think your first one's the best, bro, because it actually put me on the ropes. The other two did not. Wow, not only are you the Qunari Quiz Wiz, but you have exceptional skill in battle. We may have lost, but I've seen enough to decide which of my electric I'll use a Thunderstone on. Don't be a fool, Anguil. Manny, sir, have I done something wrong? Qunari's Charis Electros wasn't chosen based on how strong it was as an electric. On the contrary, it was a weak electric that she trained up into the strongest Electros. What? A shocking revelation! A true Kinetic adores, appreciates, and accepts all their electric, regardless of strength. And you, my dear Quiz Wiz Conrad, you have my thanks for sparring with this young Kinetic. Come, Anguil, let us train with other Kinetics to further solidify our Dynamo bonds. So we definitely haven't seen the last of that guy, huh? Yeah, that's very true. You should see my cat when she stretches. Why do you always bring back this roadblock? I'm not going to do anything because I'm thirsty. Why? Why does that matter? Here, take this lemonade. Thanks for the Gen 1 reference. I didn't need it. You can't go this way. Why not? I'm thirsty. Okay then. Not really helping with that cliche, are ya? Why did I use that? Also, did we just damage the building by doing that? That's an alpha larva. Ooh. Oh, that gives me ideas. An alpha T-Tar? Let's really bring Godzilla into this. You only have one arrow to catch it, so odds are, yep, it's going to get away from me. Well, am I biting off more than I can chew? Let's find out. Level 32. That's not too bad. It's not as bad as it could be. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. About to go Godzilla mode on all this. Now where to go? There it is. Attack lowering nature though. Nah. An alpha larvitar. Just why? The better question is why not? Too bad it's going to be stuck in this stage for a while. But, small price to pay. Pretty much had the same moves as the Excadrill did anyway. Alpha Pupitar. Just wait until it gets there. Time to go Godzilla on mode on this mess. Hey, that's pretty good TM. I was wondering when that move was going to pop up. Yeah, that is a good point. Okay, where am I going now? Just straight this way. There's no way. I know Urbane's kind of in danger, but we also need to level up a bit more. Fire rocks, such as Fire Spin or Stealth Rocks. The spikes, poison spikes. Toxic spikes. This could be a. This makes it very interesting. I'm not going to lie. Touche. Yeah, you don't even get a chance. Just punch. How about Pokemon completely immune to this? I'm not immune to normal spikes, but I'm immune to toxic spikes at least. You activated my trap card. Hold that thought. Thought I had a copy of it somewhere. Oh well. Trap moves, multi-hit moves. All of it's very useful in its own way. A TM for spikes. Wow, wow, wow. It's probably the stylist again. Oh yeah, can I have those great balls I wasted back? Thank you. She has all these Floette. Look at my Floette. I evolved Flabebe of each flower color, so now I have a full palette of Floette Fabulosity. And now I want to see all 5 my Floette in battle together. I'm sure that would help me come up with even more hair colors for you to try out. Let's go heal first. Before I jump head first into all this. Might be a good idea. I love how only one of my Pokemon are in a normal Pokeball. Ah well, what can you do? Horde battling, eh? Well, I have just the answer for this. Ah! Words can't do it justice. It's as if the 5 flower colors blended together to create brand new colors. I must make these colors a reality. Like maybe a set of pastel colors. I can make them by mixing different colors with white. Now the people of Lumiose can enjoy all sorts of hair colors thanks to you. And of course, if you ever feel like changing up your own look, you can add their hair salon too. I guess since I'm here, I might as well check it out. The lime green was more like what I was looking for when it came to actually green hair for this character. So that's what we're gonna roll with. Lemon and lime, how original. That's a bit much. She's going to have the pink highlights, there's a reason. Okay, that makes a little more sense for this character. Alright. Finally. It's a female, so it's not going to have the luxurious mane, but hey. Oh, now you learn a good fire-type move. Also, in comparison, how big are you? Yeah, you could definitely ride that.